I'm Javier Soto with ABC 15, bringing you a live Facebook update. Hearts are broken after last Wednesday night when we lost two heroes when a DPS helicopter went down in Flagstaff. That crew was providing support for Flagstaff PD as they were involved in an active shooter situation. And to hear that we lost two heroes by the name of Hunter Bennett, 28 years old, married his high school sweetheart, graduated with honors from ASU, as well as aviation supervisor Robert Skankey, 61 years old, a father of four, and a former Marine. So it breaks our hearts. So when it was, we had an opportunity here at ABC 15 to come together with the Arizona State Troopers Association and try to raise money. Now, we're asking for you to call in right now. Our phone bank is live. We're asking you to provide any donation you can. And you have to know that this money goes directly to those two families affected. So the number to call is 855-522-1515. I want to bring in DPS paramedic trooper Eric Tarr right now, as well as pilot Trevor Hathaway. First and foremost, gentlemen, how are you guys doing after what happened last week?
We're doing okay, but it's been a long and stressful week.
I know you guys are a very close-knit family, especially when you talk about the pilots and the paramedics who typically fly together. How hard did this hit to your home?
Oh, very, very hard, very close to home, but we've all come together and kind of like a family to be there for each other, and that's been truly awesome. I mean, without the support, this is just a very tragic event.
And when you talk about that support, I know it's a tragic situation like this that brings the entire state together. What kind of support have you felt from the community after what happened last week?
We've actually felt a lot of support. I was actually on the flight over the procession bringing Hunter down from Flagstaff to Phoenix. And just to see, all the citizens out there with signs and waving and the positivity from that was really impressive. It was really nice to see.
I know what you guys do every day, day in, day out. You're the men and women who provide support and keep us all safe through in the entire state. In the back of your mind, is there ever a thought that something like this could happen?
I think when you go flying, it's always in the back of your mind. Anytime that you defy gravity and go airborne, you need to know that you're accepting some sort of risk, but never, something like this, it just really brings it to the forefront, and it hits really close to home.
I know we were talking earlier, and you were talking about Hunter Bennett specifically. You said he brought a lot of sunshine to the community and to your group.
Yeah, he was a very lively young man, just awesome guy. Lifted up the whole base spirits all the time, and is always there and willing to learn, and I can't say enough great things about him.
What can you tell us about Hunter?
Hunter was a great guy. He always had this awesome smile on his face everywhere he went. He was always super enthusiastic. Always had a huge amount of love for his wife. So he's a really good dude.
Yeah, they have a great love story. They were high school sweethearts, went out to Hawaii and got married. Did he talk about that at all?
Not with me a whole lot. Unfortunately, I was at a different base than him, so I didn't have as much interaction with him.
Tell us about your job, because you two have a very specific job as a paramedic trooper. What does it entail day in and day out?
So day in, we usually run a 24-hour shift. We run from 8 a.m. to 8 a.m. We come in, we do our pre-flight checks, check off the aircraft, and we just take whatever call comes in. It could be anything from a law enforcement call to a search and rescue to logistics to photographic missions, surveillance. It could be absolutely anything, and then we respond to whatever the call is. And a lot of times our calls will change in a call. For example, we may be on a law enforcement call that diverts to medical, or search and rescue that becomes a medical call, or vice versa. So we're constantly just changing what we do all day long.
And I would imagine you have to be a jack of all trades at that point to provide assistance in any way.
We're constantly in training, and we do a lot of different jobs, which is good because it keeps it fun and exciting.
What can you tell us about Robert Skankey?
Yeah, just an awesome guy. There for his community and in the Kingman area, and every time you called him and got him on the phone, he was excited. he just always willing to help, and yeah, provided a lot to his community and a mentor to me. I mean, with all the years flying that he had, and I looked up to him.
Yeah, I mean, did he ever talk about his assignment when he flew Marine One?
I didn't get to talk to him too much about his assignment with Marine One. No.
When you say he was a mentor, what did you learn from him specifically?
Just various things flying, and things to look out for, and things to think about, and all that kind of stuff. In this job, I came on after Rob, and so I went and trained out at their base several times, and yeah, it was just full of knowledge.
I know you said you and he bonded over military. He was a Marine. You were once in the Army. What was that bond like?
It was good. And I mean, it's pretty impressive to be able to meet somebody and talk to somebody that's actually flown Marine One. I mean, to have that on your resume is absolutely impressive. So he was a phenomenal pilot and an excellent supervisor, and always had a great time around him.
Yeah. Did you learn anything from him?
Absolutely. I'm constantly learning from these guys. The more I'm here, the less I know.
Right.
I'm constantly learning.
Yeah. Well, we thank you guys very much. How can the community support you other than this phone bank?
Just be supportive for law enforcement in general, and just be supportive for all your first responders across the board. That would be the most beneficial way.
How do you think the community can support you through this?
Yeah, just being there for Rob and Hunter and families, and it's, yeah, being public service is not always an easy job to do, and so just look after first responders and all those people.
All right. Well, we thank you guys very much for spending some time with us and for what you do and keeping us all safe. And again, our condolences to you guys and your entire family. Again, we have this phone bank going on. We're trying to raise money for the entire families here affected. That number to call is 855-522-1515 until 7 o'clock tonight.